All right, I'm sharing agenda here in the chat. So we have one new member, Ryan, here. Ryan, if you do not mind sharing about yourself, I mean, if you would like to introduce to the group, yes, you're welcome to do so.
Sure. Yeah, I'm just interested in the space, helping out and learning a little bit. I'm a friend of Sam's, and I've just started editing a few EIPs. That's literally the extent of it, to be honest, at right now.
That's awesome. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All right. I have already shared agenda here in the chat. I don't know, Matt, you got it or it was before you joined, but I'm going to share it again for rest of the people who joined just now. I have
Thanks.
already listed some of the pull requests. So yeah, if we would like to go through one by one. I mean, it's totally up to you if you want to take up the new pull request first and then look into the other one. Totally.
Let's do it. Alrighty. Mark sections that are optional as optional. Thought I looked at this one. Maybe I really only looked at it. I didn't do anything else.
So if I understand correctly, Sam, this is coming from the last EIP meeting, like we were discussing about clarification of optional.
Yeah, I think so. It's basically just clean up the language because a lot of different EIP editors recommend different things, even though the EIP 1 says exactly which sections are optional. So this makes it more clear.
Yeah, I have a bad habit of, what's the one that I always ask people to include that's optional? Backwards compatibility. Yeah. This looks nice. Yeah, it seems good to me. Motivation is evident. It does not traditionally. This is kind of self-evident from the statement, but with core EIPs, it's pretty much required. So hopefully that's interpreted properly. Yeah, so this looks fine now. All right, we got PandaPip as an editor now. That's nice.
Right.
Are you on this call? No.
No, he isn't.
Okay.
Looks like he has some, issues that he could not join the calls, but he generally follows up the calls recording.
Cool. Welcome, future PandaPip 1. Remove greeter bot. Cause more annoyance than benefits. This is this the greeter bot for GitHub issues only? Work analysis. Yeah, this is issues. I think Alex added this, which is probably why he was asking about it. Yeah. This was part of this thing. Configure template chooser. Okay. Sure. This needs to be merged manually. I'm open to giving it a try. Yeah, I mean, this makes sense to me. It seems like Mike is okay with it. Alex is, it's only 2 hours ago that Alex commented on it, so I'm gonna say it looks okay to me, but I'm not gonna merge it.
Maybe I can bring it back again in tomorrow's meeting if someone has anything else to add to it.
I think with the just my 2 cents. I think with the new issue templates, I don't know if it's necessary to keep the bot. So
Yeah, just to add some context, my understanding is we started this when we were trying to migrate people from creating issue on the GitHub repository to FAM. So that's why we started displaying this message that if this is an issue related to discussion, please close it.
Right. This is revise this EAP. This EAP isn't last call. This is it's a lot of changes here.
Yeah, I mean, the part that attracted me here the most was like this is in last call and now suggestion is to move it to draft.
Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, maybe this is, I mean, this is kind of a big ERC and maybe the authors tried to get it into last call or try to get into final, but there's some things blocking, like changing the format. And so maybe PandaPip is just trying to help them with that.
Yeah, but my understanding is like, can a proposal be sent back to draft from last call? Shouldn't it be in review if not in last call?
Shouldn't it be? I don't know where. I always have to try and figure out where the graph of where the things can go are.
Yeah.
EIP.
I don't know, this may be the first case when someone is trying to push from last call to draft. My understanding is we can keep it in review for as long as we need to iterate on that.
It says they can wait. They're going to draft. They're not going to review. They're going to review. And this graph does have 2 arrows. So I guess it's fair. It's reasonable. Is this the one that we're using right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think we have changed a little bit more.
Oh, shoot.
But my understanding is this should not be changed. The change that we have made was in terms of withdrawn, not for last call and review. I'm also
You're
trying
saying
to.
this,
It is
this should
present in
go,
EIP 1. Let me try to open it. There should be a diagram too.
all right, yeah, it should be unique one.
Yeah, last
I
call
mean-
to review. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense, right? Like if there's lots of changes to a last call EIP, it should go back into review.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of changes here. Not sure. Let's see. I guess we can take a look and see if it is. Okay, let's just review it then. I'm not the biggest fan of having these graphics here.
I think many people have this thing for this particular proposal because I believe it is there for over a year that they are trying to push it.
Yeah. I think it's fine, I guess.
I mean, there are no rules against random pictures, so
You're right, there are no rules against random pictures. That is very true. Okay. Wow, just completely gutting the motivation. There are a number of different reasons to use the diamond standard.
might be better to put this in side by side, just because it's such a big change. It's in under the gear.
Oh, I just realized that you could do that, display the rich diff. That's actually kind of nice. Okay.
Yeah, they just destroyed this. Why?
I mean, honestly, it's better,
Not a bad thing, yeah. Yeah.
but funny. Transparency mechanism. I just wish that they would just name them like standard things. Facets. God damn it.
This is the one that's to get around the contract size limit, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that and
that other EIP that's proposing to remove the contract size limit, I think is a much better solution.
but that one only does it for a knit code, or is it? No, you're right. No, that one is for contract code. It's just that we recently added for a knit code a proper size limit. That was funny.
It's what, like double the size of a contract?
The knit code limit.
Yeah.
I think it's also 24 kilobytes.
Oh, okay.
But I could be wrong. Okay. It seems very fine, but it's just getting rid of so much stuff. We've got the spec, solidity delegate call code enables.
What? There's no Solidity delegate call op code. I guess there is in Yule, but
All right. Borrow another contract function. This seems weird. Diamond interface. That looks like that stayed the same. Fallback function. Function determines the faucet. Executing call data. The diamond cut function.
if they're using backticks in the other sections, they should use one on line 214.
Rationale. Did they refer to this already? Oh, this is this one. No. Yeah, this is EIP 2335. Okay.
And reference implementation, I think, has to come after rationale. I think.
Yeah, it seems right.
I can't
Yeah.
wait for the bot. I just
When
can't
bought.
wait. Yeah, I'm so excited.
We already have a bot at home. Where was that? Let's see, is this the final? Why did I search that? No, withdrawn, of course.
But withdrawn is fine. It's a terminal state.
Is it okay we refer to these? I don't know. I feel
Yeah.
like in the past we.
No, final and withdrawn are the only two you're allowed to link to from a final EIP.
Okay.
Because once something's withdrawn, you can't take it out again.
Yeah, I mean, definitely not with the same number. If they want to do it with a different number.
Looks pretty good overall. Travis is failing though. Code spell. Numer. Okay. I don't know. This isn't draft. Clarify
So
gas.
after author's approval, also we need to wait. I mean, like editor needs to merge it.
Sorry.
So, I mean, the proposal was proposed by Gumbo, but it is approved by CHFast. So he is the author of the proposal.
Right, but it's still a draft. It's not a.
No. I mean, of course, it is a draft, but in the draft, if there are any changes proposed by someone else and approved by author, shouldn't it be getting merged all by itself?
No, because the bot doesn't run on draft PRs.
Okay.
Like
Just
the pull
runs.
request, the pull request itself is
Yeah.
the draft. Yeah, so
Like-
that won't get merged until it's moved into a real PR.
So I'm gonna ask if he
Okay.
means this to be a full PR. Emoji DAO. This is interesting.
Yeah, doing the reviews of like when you're changing status is a pain because you can't actually comment on the line numbers.
Right. Yeah, that's frustrating. Seems good. We'll wait for them to respond to that. Super composable yield token. It's the standard. All right, the spell check has been appeased. It's probably good to go. Let's take a look at it real quick. One thing that bothers me is that we just don't really enforce a standard for whether there should be a period at the end of the description or not. And I don't know why.
Yeah, so in the EIP 1, it says that description is one full short sentence, so
Yeah,
it should have a period as far as I
right.
know.
And that's kind of what felt right as well, but I just know that it's not something that I've been really hard about enforcing. Also, this to me is the craziest thing, and I cannot figure out what is happening here. But if we go to EAPS, I go to EAP1, and we search for relative, then we get this linking to other EAPs. And there's a paragraph, and at the end of the paragraph, it says, for example, you would like.
What? Did it change it to an absolute link?
I think it might have.
What? That's ridiculous.
Like, it's in code. And then on here, it's cursed.
I don't even know what to say to that. That's ridiculous. I'll file a bug about that.
Thanks. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. Anyways, back to the super composable yield token. 5115. This is an extension on the EIP 20 token. Looks right to me. Slippage protection for tokenized vault ERC. Adrian.
Matt, question,
Yes.
and maybe, I don't know if that is a suggestion. So generally people write as ERC 4626, and when you are adding it in like absolute form, it is EIP 4626. How about we start making it a practice, like don't write ERC 4626, write EIP 4626.
Yeah, that's how it's specified in EIP1. So,
But I don't like that.
well, change EIP1 then.
I don't know. I just think that there's a little bit too much momentum behind the ERC to change how we refer to them. I don't know why I keep going all the way through this to get here.
Adding a custom search for EIPs is awesome.
You have this?
Yeah, you just type EIP space 1 and it'll take you there. It's great.
Wow, that's really nice. Damn it, I hate when I approve things. Wait, this is the one though. Where do we change that?
You could use blame if you want to quickly find it.
Yeah, I thought I would just find it here very fast, but can I? Yeah, here. No, blame. No.
"16 months ago by somebody I don't recognize in Micah."
I don't know. I don't see. Where does it say here that it has to be referred to as
References
EIP?
to other EIP should follow the format EIP-N, where N is the EIP number you're referring to.
Yeah, but that's been there for a long time.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah. So we've been calling them ERCs still since then. I guess I have to make a PR. I don't know. I feel like if people want to refer to them as ERCs, that's like a ship of sail. We cannot change EIP to EIP 20. That can't happen. It's too late. Fuck, we have. I'm just kidding. I just don't think that we can convince people to say EIP 20.
So actually, it has always been written as EIP 20. There was one additional thing with the name of that standard. It was mentioned ERC 20 token standard. After, it was after EIP 20. But I remember we discussed about it and we got it removed, the ERC 20 part removed from the description of it, the title
Yeah,
of the
but
proposal.
everybody refers to it as ERC 20.
Yeah,
ERC
it will
20,
take time, but
ERC
at least,
721.
Right, it will take time, but if we start following it, like, call it as an EIP, start from there, and then eventually people will realize, because one of the important thing, the difference that I have realized since we're starting using it as an EIP, they have started learning that EIP and ERC are not different, other than they are used at different places. Otherwise, earlier, no, this is not an EIP, this is an ERC.
Yeah, but we want to get ERCs out of the EIP repository. So this is not really helping that goal. Like how do we explain it to them after we get it out of the repository? Like, no, this is also an EIP. It's just an application EIP that we call ERC.
So, I'm not sure of it because it is altogether a different discussion, but as far as I get, the idea was to remove the core EIP from the repository if the other process works out fine. the new proposal, if that works out, probably the core EIPs will be pulled out of that, and the rest of them will stay in the EIP repository only.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
It's just, yeah, I mean, this is a big change. I mean, this is ERC here, ERC here. There's a lot of references for this. This is, yeah, this would be hard. I just feel like if people want to optionally refer to them as ERCs, that's okay. And maybe I have to put a PR to do that, but that's how people have been doing it. Hmm. Do we say if it's only if there are backwards compatibility issues? All right, maybe we can understand how this thing works. Christ. Oh, is this the cafe guy. Yeah, this is Joey's.
Wait a minute. I think I just saw something weird about this EIP. Go back up to the. There was a must not revert up there somewhere. So that function will revert if you send it money in Solidity. So I think that's worth a comment.
This is a final EIP.
Well, it's wrong.
You can't must not things that can happen.
Yeah, because like now that function has to be payable.
Right.
Actually, yeah, the standard's just not possible to implement because if it's payable, it can't be view. That's weird.
I think that project is already implement. I mean, that proposal 4626 is already implemented in one of the projects. And the developer is also the co-author of that project. I'm not forgetting the name of the project, and there are a couple of more projects in line implementing this proposal. That's how it reached to final.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. It wouldn't be a nominal change. It would just be like this function must not revert except in the case where it's sent ether or something like that.
Right.
It wouldn't actually change the behavior of the EIP.
Subdomain authenticate. Oh my god, 85 comments. Nice. I love bear market EIPs. There goes an EIP author right now. Wait, why did I do that? Okay. Didn't we have something like this very recently? This EIP links one or more signing wallets via an Ethereum name service specification.
So we have a question in chat here. So I noticed that EIPs can be tedious when going through them. Would it be helpful for Ryan to focus on going through and focusing on section order and preamble, making them compliant for EIP 1? So would that be useful for us? I think so.
Yeah, I mean, that's like mostly what I do, to be honest, because I just don't have enough context on these application level things. So I don't, yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that they fit in with everything. But
Yeah,
having
like-
more technical people that review the merits of these, like I recall editing something similar to this, but they just don't leave it as big of an impression on me because I don't really understand the full context of what they're doing.
Yeah, like neither Matt and I are like super deep into the like application side of Ethereum, so we don't really review the technical stuff either. But it would certainly be helpful if there was somebody just going through and making sure everything was formatted correctly. Like that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome. You're pretty far along the path of understanding a lot of what's going on in these EAPs. I mean, you've written yourself a 721 signer. You've built yourself some smart contracts. You're
Oh,
almost a
you mean
pro.
me?
You.
Yeah, but I don't understand any of the DeFi stuff. I have no idea what a vault is or supercomposable yield token or that's all nonsense. I don't know what any of that is.
Yeah, I wish I could remember which one this was. Maybe it had to do more with NFTs, like proving more signing wallets. I don't know. Maybe I'll look into it. Anyways. I don't understand. Like 90% of these have one space between them, and then a couple of them have two.
You're so picky about the spaces. It doesn't
No,
change the rendered output.
I mean, just like in my ideal world, like everything just looks perfect, even in raw.
It's good that you are the EIP editor. I mean, you are trying to make sure everything is just perfect. Otherwise, had I been in there, I would have gone by Sam's idea that it would not change the rendering. So let it be.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of times where I'm just like, whatever. But it's just so easy to say to delete it. Now I feel bad. And this seems like a pretty solid EIP. Travis failing. Mm. Oh, that's interesting. What? Oh, I love the errors for EIP. There's an extra space there that probably caused that to get, yeah. That was definitely. Let's see, is there also a spelling error here? Yes. Oof. Register. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, we did those. Let's see what's in the notifications.
There are 3 new proposals. New pull requests that have been added since this morning. So if you would like to check, one is like approving a Panda Peep to be added to EIP 1. Looks like he just created after approval. No, it was before approval, but yes, that is there.
Kevin. I think they're in alphabetical order, maybe.
Did anyone notice the low number on issue side? It's just 15.
That's crazy. Are these like all issues related to discussion threads for EIPs that aren't withdrawn or stale?
All right, I think while we have a couple of more minutes left. Matt, I would like to maybe you respond for the issue number 5158, where we are, sorry, 5127, where we are collecting like feedback from all the EIP editors on how to handle this, closing all the discussion through things. So looks like Sam and Micah has already left, even Greg responded back. So just waiting on you and Axik.
These different. Wait, number one. Oh, okay. He's saying he's in favor of each of them. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this is a good idea to me. I think one is a bit aggressive. I think for one, I would rather this happen in the EIP. So I'd rather an EIP say this is an invalid discussion to link in the PR, because you might want to make an issue against the EIPS repository like Sam has just done. And we don't want it to like aggressively close that.
Right.
But yeah, cool.
Yeah, I think Micah already gave it a try to close some of the closed and stagnant, and
Nice.
that may have helped make this repository even more cleaner. Well, thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it was good, and we completed all the proposals which were due for review.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, all of you. I hope to see you all in the next meeting, maybe tomorrow on the EIP one. Have a good one, all of you.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day. Thanks.